There we go. Nice. That's got to be a red. Right on the edge of that grass right there. Very cool. Oh, I'm happy for this one. Whew. Oh, he got off. Oh, that sucks. That was a nice red too. Oh, put too much heat on him. That sucks. Oh well, at least I think I figured out where they're at. So we'll keep on running around this grass line and see if we can find some more. But that was a cool fish. So I wind up just catching a little small rat red right there. And basically what it was I had two fish within probably about 20 yards of each other that are right along this grass line. And I think that's pretty much our pattern. We need to just plug away right against this grass. It's they're really close to it. So that is going to be what I'm going to do for a little while now. See if that is the pattern. There we go. Let's see what this guy is. Another little rat red. Come here, buddy. You got a little more color in you than the other ones have. I'll tell you what, you wanted that Fred, didn't you? Look how far that is down there. Here we go. Fred, little guy here. Pretty colors. Let him go. There we go. This is a better one here. Yeah, definitely a nice one. Definitely a nice one. The upper slot for sure. Very cool. And one more picture. Let's go ahead and get him going. I'm going to release him over here. Off into the woods right there. That's awesome. Very cool. I want to take a break to remind you that if you want to find spots just like this, we have all the information needed at saltstrong.com inside the insider community, where we have an app called Smart Fishing Spots. You can use this app to find things like seagrass, oyster beds, and bottom contour that fish will likely hold to help you get on fish quicker. For more information on how to become an insider member so you can get access to this app along with all the other information available inside the community, click on the link down below or go to saltstrong.com. Now back to the video. Another one. He was a little bit further out from the grass, you know, and he's a smaller one. All the smaller ones that I've hooked have been further away from the grass line. So I wonder if they're out here with the with this fry bait and this finger mullet. Go ahead and get you on in here on the Fred there. But yeah, it's been pretty consistent. There you go. Pretty little fish. Like that tail. It's been pretty consistent. The two bigger fish that I have hooked have been right up against the grass, and then the smaller fish that I'm catching have been further away from the grass. So something to think about. Okay, I just wanted to show you something. I just caught a fish. Actually, just got right off at the side of the boat. Nice little redfish right here. But when we talk about fishing structure can be a lot of different things. But whenever you see something like this, where you have two different types of grass, you've got this long stretch of green grass right here, and then it goes, you know, again for a little ways, and then you get this little patch of this brownish wiry grass right here. I caught a fish right there on the edge of that grass, and that's one of the things, you know, it's a change. Now the reason why you know, the grass is different could be a lot of different reasons. Could be bottom composition, could be, you know, maybe it's where that wiry grass, the bottom could be harder or softer, which is going to be another type of structure. But anytime that you see a change, something that's a little bit different and a shoreline of a lot of the same things, you want to definitely fish that area. So just a little tip for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. My truck is right over there, and I think I've done the route that I wanted to do. I basically went out and then followed the same route back just to see if there was a difference, if that tide cycle is what made the difference. And I believe that's what it was. In the morning when we first got out here, it was pretty much the bottom third of the tide with an incoming, and it was struggling. We were definitely on the struggle bus, and it took about that tide to get about halfway up, and then there was enough water to get along that grass line, and that's where the redfish pushed up there. And that's what it was. They were just waiting for that right tide cycle to be able to have enough water for them to be up there, ambush their prey. And it wound up being a pretty good couple of hours after that. I wound up getting that nice upper slot. I lost one probably that size, maybe a little bit bigger at the boat, and then I got those 4 rat reds. Actually, I think I might have got more than that. I'll have to check the video. Okay, so let's talk about the equipment that we were using. As far as the lures, the Fred, the 2.0 Fred was, that's what got the job done. It did all the heavy lifting today. Now, I did vary these up between 2 different jig heads. Right now, I've got the Haas Helix and the football jig head, and I was throwing the Trout Eye, but both of them were in 1/8 of an ounce. I don't think the style of the jig head made much of a difference. It was just that weight that was important, because I was fishing at about maybe 2.5, 3 foot of water. So I believe that jig head, instead of the weightless or the rigging hook like the Haas Helix, I think this got down where those fish were a little bit better. But that was the setup that wound up getting everything done. And as far as the leader, I'm using a 20-pound Andy monofilament leader. The line itself is 10-pound Daiwa J-braid. That is the Grand. The rod and the reel, this is actually one of my favorite setups. I've been using this for a while. This is the Cashin Element Inshore. This is a 7-foot medium heavy. Now, one thing about this rod, it's got just the right amount of give to keep these fish pinned on, and I really like this setup. The reel is the Daiwa 3000. That is the Fuego, the Daiwa Fuego 3000. And between how light that reel is and how light this rod is, I can throw this setup all day long and not have any fatigue in my shoulder and my elbow. And this has been a really great setup. I really like this one. So if you're interested in trying any of these out, I'm going to go ahead and put the link down below. You can go to fishstrong.com, and there we're going to have all the equipment that I was talking about available for purchase if you want to try them out. Okay, for the non-insider members, we are actually going to do an insider report. Now, this is for our Salt Strong community members, and what this is it's a report that goes really into depth. Not only do we talk about the equipment we were using and also the lures that we were using, we're also going to be talking exactly where I was fishing, the reasons why the fish were there, and the things that needed to happen in order for that bite to turn on. And there was one clue that really clued me in on what I needed to do to get on some fish. And if it wasn't for that one little thing, I probably wouldn't have caught any fish. So that's what the insiders are going to get. They're going to get all that information. And if you are not an insider, I don't know what you're waiting for. We have tons of information that's available out there that's going to help you become a better angler. That way you can get onto more fish in less time while saving money. So if you got any questions, go to saltstrong.com and there'll be information there for you.